The day of the Black Sun is almost here. Will you and Team Avatar be able to stop Fire Lord Ozai in Fire Nation Rising? This is Legendary Tactics. Something we love to do on the channel is give you a preview of games so that you can decide whether it's going to be the right fit for you. So Fire Nation Rising is a cooperative game, and man, we had a tough time beating this.
It is a difficult game to win, that's for sure.
And you may laugh at us, those of you who played it and dominated, but we must have been doing something wrong.
Yeah.
Why don't we take a moment to set the game up? We'd really like to thank the Op Games for sponsoring our channel, providing us with a review copy of the game. And if you haven't had a chance to check out their games, they've got all kinds of party games, strategy games, Risk, Tapple, Flip 7, lots of fun games. So let's look at this one now and see if it's the right fit for you. So first of all, why don't we talk about the mechanism? So how does this game work?
Sure. Well, at its heart, it's almost got almost a little bit of a Yahtzee type mechanic, but it's a little bit different. You roll dice based on your character, and you're rolling one of the different elements, so whether it's water, or air, earth, or fire, and then you assign the dice. And as long as you assign a die somewhere according to the game rules there, you get to re-roll whatever's left.
That's right. So you can just keep re-rolling as long as you're either discarding or assigning one dice.
Yeah, you can always discard a dice if you want to re-roll the others. So yeah, so it's a bit of push your luck that way, and it's a little bit more than Yahtzee. You don't just get 2 re-rolls. You can manage the re-rolls side of it.
Now the cool thing with the dice is that they get applied in a lot of different ways.
Yes.
So sometimes you can apply them. There's basically this race where the baddies are working on the ruin track, the goodies are working on the balance track, and if you beat them to there, it triggers the end game phase where you have these 3 battles that come in, and that if you win, it eliminates some of the bad guys and makes it a little easier for you. If they win, it eliminates the good guys and makes it a little harder for you.
Yes.
So you can apply dice here. You can apply dice to win allies to your team. You can apply dice in order to fight the baddies over here and eliminate them. And like this one, for instance, you need to defeat 3 villains in order to finish the track.
Yeah.
Activate the Day of the Black Sun and move into the final
And sometimes
phase.
you can assign die to your character to give you your unique
special powers.
Ability, special powers, and everything's tracked using these red cubes. And so essentially, when you start the turn, you flip one of these tiny cards, and this tells you. I'm going to flip there. So it tells you which way this guy rotates, and then he does damage to whoever happens to be there, or triggers the villains that happen to be there. Then you roll your dice, assign them. As you said, you gain allies, or you defeat villains, or sometimes nothing at all, depending on how well you rolled and how well you managed your dice. And then after that, turn passes to the next player, and
That's right.
You continue until the tracks run out, and then that triggers the end game, big final battle, and hopefully you have enough friends and allies and so forth to win.
And where the game gets its variety from is from this deck of cards. So you can decide to put in a different number of bad guys in order to increase or decrease the level of difficulty. You can also make this card more or less challenging. So there are different ways that you can adjust how easy or difficult it is. We were on the easy setting,
and
we
found
still
it hard enough.
Yeah, but mind you, we had a character who was just pounding on us. Was it Azul or May or?
Yeah, no, it was Judy.
June, that's right.
Yes.
June was just throttling us.
Yeah, I know.
And but that actually leads nicely to the second part of the video that I think we need to examine. That's the theme.
Yeah.
So anyone who wants to play this game is probably looking at how well does this play if you are an Avatar fan. And what I love about a story like this is that when my kids play this game, they see different characters. They're like, can I get Momo? Yes, you can get Momo. He can become part of your team. Or if there's a bad guy out there like Combustion Man, I can't stand that guy in the TV series. He's so OP, and you can take him out in the game too. And so it's interesting that there's this balance of whether you're trying to gain allies or attack, and then there's that yin and yang feel in the game. I wouldn't say there's a ton ton of story in terms of the cards don't explain the story. So you need to be familiar with the show in order for the theme, I think, to appeal. So there isn't sort of the humor that the show has.
It's more of a puzzle game in many ways than a narrative experience. There's not a lot of storyline to it.
Absolutely. So we get these pie show tokens. So every time you apply damage to an enemy, you get one of these. And these might give you extra dice. They might give you
extra
chances
elements.
to re-roll different elements that you can apply. And so it just adds a little bit of a bonus to how you go about winning the game.
Yeah. So who is this game for? Well, there's some aspects of it that will appeal to kids. This giant figure here will likely attract attention, and colorful dice. And the colorful artwork on the cards, I think, will appeal to children.
And the tactile experience of rolling the dice. But it could probably appeal to people our age too. I mean, I enjoyed the strategic puzzle of deciding what are the probabilities of my green dice rolling what I need. Do I re-roll the whole bundle or just one or two dice? So I think for people who do enjoy a strategy element, there will be enough to scratch your itch there.
Yeah, but it is, I think, simple enough to teach to many different audiences. I think kids would handle this, say, maybe 8 years old or older, probably.
Yeah, I think my nephew is 7 and he's just getting into the show. So the same age where kids start liking the show, I think they could enjoy the board game too, with some guidance from an adult too. So, and when we sat down to play this, I didn't really teach you the rules that much. I essentially just said, here's the basic mechanism. I played a couple of moves and then we just started to play. So entry level to this is not super difficult. So that's Avatar Fire Nation Rising. If you've had a chance to play this one, let us know in the comments what your thoughts are on the game. And in the meantime, get out there,
get gaming,
and be legendary.